I asked you where you just came from.
I know, how does that pertain to the headlight?
If you don't stop, I'm gonna rip you out of the car, and you're gonna go to jail.
What?
The encounter begins with Officer Scott Davis stopping a couple for a broken headlight, a minor infraction that should have been straightforward. Idaho Code Section 49902 states, "No person shall drive any motor vehicle which is in such unsafe condition as to endanger any person." However, what starts as a routine stop quickly escalates as Officer Davis demands identification from the passenger, Brenton, and questions their whereabouts, despite these being irrelevant to the headlight issue. This overreach suggests a power trip, where the officer uses a minor violation to assert control, probing into personal details without clear justification. Brenton's frustration is palpable as he questions the relevance of these demands, highlighting how such stops can feel like fishing expeditions rather than legitimate enforcement of traffic laws.
Hello.
Hi, my window is broken, sorry.
Okay. I'm Officer Davis, Police Department.
Hello.
Reason I stopped you is you have a headlight out.
I do?
Yep.
Oh.
It just comes loose, man. Can I jump out and fix it?
Yeah, you can hop out in a minute here when I'm done. I'm finished doing my business here. Can I see your driver's license, registration, insurance, please?
Yes, absolutely.
Do you got an ID on you too, sir, there? Please?
No, I don't, actually.
You don't have any ID at all?
No, I don't have it on me, no.
Okay.
I have my wallet, sorry.
Where are you guys coming from?
Super one.
Yeah, but we're out in Sandpoint. Your plates are from Sandpoint.
I live.
We live out here, man.
I live here. I'm from Sandpoint though.
Okay.
So.
Okay, so you're coming from Super One tonight.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And then what's your business here at Liberty?
Here, where?
At the gas station.
Oh.
Why are you asking us so many questions?
I'm asking anything I can. Hey, don't interrupt me.
That's rude, man. Like, you just stopped us for a headlight. Why are you asking us all that
I'm
stuff?
allowed to answer questions that are pertaining to the traffic stop.
How is what we're doing pertaining to that headlight?
Registration and insurance. I asked you where you just came from.
I know. How does that pertain to the headlight?
There's Idaho case law that backs up what I'm saying. So,
Okay.
registration and insurance, please.
My baby is 6 weeks old.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know why you're, like, busting our balls about that.
It's cold.
Yeah,
If you don't stop,
Look, man, I'm not.
Hey, listen to me very carefully. If you don't stop, I'm gonna rip you out of the car, and you're gonna go to jail.
What?
For what?
You're obstructing my investigation at this point.
He's looking for the.
I'm trying to gather the vehicle documents. I'm asking you questions that pertain to the traffic stop. He's reaching all over. So
The registration.
You asked where we're coming from when you stopped us for a headlight. Like,
I'm not talking to you.
Dude.
I'm not talking to you.
Registration not in here, or?
I can't reach for anything, babe. You're gonna have to grab it. This guy thinks I'm reaching. He's already asked.
You're making this way worse than it is.
He's on the scope of the traffic stop. Idaho case law.
Okay, you're not wearing a seatbelt, number one. That's why I asked for your name.
Took it off, man.
You're not wearing your seatbelt. The car's running.
Is this?
I'm not gonna
what
argue with
you're
you.
Looking for?
Dude, I was getting out to go in this store.
I don't want to fucking do this. Like, my baby's gonna start crying. He probably needs to be breastfed. I want to fucking go home. I don't.
Okay, you need to calm down first of all. You need to calm down.
This is ridiculous.
That's the registration.
Is this what you're looking for, sir?
This is a routine traffic stop. I told you it's right here. It's right here.
Okay.
What's your first name, sir?
This is.
What is your first name? I'm gonna ask you one more time, and then you're gonna go to jail.
For what?
You're not wearing your
for
seatbelt.
what?
Okay, get out. Get out.
Going to jail for what?
Get out of the car.
My name is Brenton. My name is Brenton.
Get out of the car.
Please don't, sir.
One.
Our baby is 6 weeks old, man. We just need to get home. We
out of
have
the car.
groceries in the trunk.
Get
please.
out of the car. Right now. Shut the car off. Go stand in front of my car right now.
Can I speak to
Go stand in front of my... I am the supervisor on shift.
You're the supervisor on shift?
Turn around. Face away from me.
I don't know.
Face away from me and put your hands on top of your head. Not searching you for weapons. You're making me nervous. Because I have no idea why you're acting so irrationally.
I don't know why you're asking us where we're coming from.
I'm allowed to ask those questions.
And we
No.
don't have to answer them. Like, I don't know why
Okay,
you
well,
would
whatever.
answer.
You don't.
Why would you ask them?
I'm allowed to.
For the headlight?
Yep. Okay, I'm not gonna go in because I've already tried to explain things to you.
Okay.
Way past what I have to.
Look,
so
can I just
you can either
shut
give me
up?
your name right now.
Sure, my name is Brenton, man.
Yeah, that's good for starters.
You can run my name all you want. I'm clean. I have nothing on me.
Then why do you gotta give me the attitude and give me the runaround?
Because I think it's really ridiculous. You're going
Well,
beyond
that's
the
cool.
scope of
If
the
you don't
traffic
like that,
stop,
go move
man.
to Washington then.
No.
I don't care.
I'm not going to move to Washington. Why are you treating me like that? You're a public servant, man.
Thank you. Middle name.
Peter.
Last name.
Anderegg. Anderegg.
Slow
What's
down.
your name?
Slow down.
And badge number.
Slow down.
You do have to give me
Tell
that.
me your last name.
A-N-D.
Slow down.
A-N.
Okay.
D-E-R-E-G-G.
Okay. Date of birth.
Now, sir, please, what is your name and badge number?
ID out of Idaho.
Yes.
Okay. Name is Scott Davis. Badge number 67.
Are you familiar with U.S. Code Title
Nope.
18, Section 240?
Nope. Face away from me. And I'll take physical on him, please. You can watch him, please. He's got an attitude of some sort for some reason.
As Brenton challenges the officer's line of questioning, Officer Davis escalates the situation, threatening to rip him out of the car and arrest him for obstructing the investigation. Idaho Code Section 18705 defines obstructing an officer as willfully resisting or delaying a lawful duty. But Brenton's mere questioning of the officer's authority hardly meets this threshold. The officer's aggressive posture and threats over a seatbelt violation, a $10 fine at most, demonstrate an abuse of power, where intimidation replaces reasoned enforcement. Brenton's attempt to assert his rights, citing that he's not required to answer irrelevant questions, is met with hostility, showing how officers can wield their authority to silence dissent rather than uphold the law.
Anderegg. He is valid out of Idaho on a Class B, expiring 8 of 2030. Restrictions lenses. Blonde hair, blue eyes, 601, 195. Sponsor clear.
Copy. Code 4.
2027.
So I'm for a headlight out.
65.
I'm just asking where they came from, stuff like that, because it's
95 FDRM.
Idaho plate or Bonner County plates, and then he starts challenging, oh, you can't ask those questions, all sorts of stuff like that, and so he starts reaching for a whole bunch of stuff. They got scissors, all sorts of junk in there, and I told him to get out of the car. He wouldn't give me his name originally, so
You gonna kidnap him?
yeah. But so I gotta do some warning tickets here, and I'll be a minute or two. Go ahead. Me? Oh. It won't open even if you roll your window down?
The window won't roll down.
Okay. So,
Sorry.
hey, so what's his deal? Is he normally like this with law enforcement?
I couldn't really say. I mean, not generally. Usually, we haven't encountered much law enforcement.
Okay.
So I haven't noticed any issue in the past. Whenever we have, he's generally pretty respectful.
Yeah.
I don't know if he was just off put by the questions or.
Sure.
I don't know. I do apologize though. I mean, obviously, I just got out of the shower. My hair's still wet. It's just grabbing
Right.
some groceries heading home.
Right.
I definitely didn't intend for this.
Well, no, it's just a headlight stop. Your headlight's out.
Stop.
Are either of you on probation or parole?
No.
No. Have you ever been arrested, anything like that?
Never in my life.
Is there any reason why he is so nervous like that? Do you have anything inside your vehicle maybe you don't want me to be concerned about?
No, absolutely not.
Okay, why did you pull into Liberty here?
Here, tobacco, cigarettes,
For him or you?
for me.
Okay, because it looked for a second you're gonna roll up to the pump, and then you kind of
I
roll
didn't
forward a
know
little
what
bit
to
further.
do.
Okay.
I was like, I didn't want to block the front of their business
Okay.
if we were like gonna be here for,
Okay.
I don't know. I forget that Bonner's Ferry isn't like Sandpoint. It's a lot smaller here,
Okay.
so like nobody's even come in here since we've been
Right.
here. Really, I
So-
just didn't want to block up the front of their business.
You gotta understand where I'm coming from. I go to pull a car over, they turn into the first gas station, and then they pull around, and then they slowly come to a stop. So that can make me
didn't notice
my
you were-
sense is a little heightened.
Behind me until I was
Okay.
pulling in.
And it's not a crime, but it just sometimes people normally, and then
No, I understand. People
I'm
do
asking
weird
questions
things.
about a license plate that's out of Sandpoint and where you're coming from. Then he said Super One. I was like, normally people when their license plate are from Sandpoint, they're
Yeah.
normally from Sandpoint.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, and then and then the vehicle doesn't even come back to you. It comes back to a Sherry. Who's Sherry?
My mom.
Oh, okay. Because your driver's license is Kayla, and
But
so
the vehicle is registered in my name. You mean the insurance?
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
because at first that's
I'm
all I
on it
had
as well, though.
Because
Too.
when it's the only thing
Yeah.
I got at first. So, yeah, any questions, me?
No, I'm all set. Is everything?
Yeah, he's
all
good. He's not going to
there,
jail.
or-
He's close, but he's not.
Okay, yeah,
As long
that'd
as
be
we have a
great if we didn't
conversation
do that.
and he wants to leave here tonight, yeah. So, okay.
Yeah, we would love to go home, and I apologize for any inconvenience.
It happens
I'll
all the
get
time.
that all fixed up.
Thank you. Future reference, when I ask for your name, I have a legal reason to ask for your name. Unless you do want to get booked into jail for a misdemeanor offense, you will give me your name. Does that make sense to you? Okay. I'm not trying to pick on you, your wife, but when I'm asking questions that pertain to the traffic stop, there's case law. That substantiates
you pulled
that?
her over. She's the driver. Like, that's beyond the scope of the traffic
but-
stop to ask me for ID. I have nothing to do with her driving. Her car.
I literally just explained that to you.
Okay.
Per Idaho law, you can look up, I don't have the code on hand, it's a traffic code. You have to have a seatbelt on per Idaho state law. I could have wrote you a $10 ticket for it. I didn't, but
Thanks.
whatever. If you think you have
All right,
legal,
Officer Davis.
if you think you have
Am I free to go?
some legal knowledge, go for it. I don't care. But next time
Okay.
you pull that crap on me, you will go to jail.
For what?
Resist, obstruct. I literally just told you that twice.
Okay. Okay. So
have a good night.
you too.
Good night.
He said he's recording everything. He's going to file a complaint.
After Brenton reluctantly provides his name, Officer Davis issues a warning but concludes with a threatening remark. Next time you pull that crap on me, you will go to jail. Idaho Code Section 49-316 requires drivers to provide identification upon request, but no such mandate applies to passengers unless specific circumstances, like a seatbelt violation, are clearly articulated. The officer's aggressive tone and insistence on compliance reveal a clear abuse of authority, prioritizing control over reasoned enforcement. Brenton and his wife, already stressed with a 6-week-old baby and groceries in the trunk, are left feeling unfairly targeted for questioning the officer's overreach. Brenton's attempt to record the interaction underscores his distrust of the officer's conduct. His mention of filing a complaint further highlights his frustration with what he perceives as unjust treatment. Officer Davis's dismissive attitude discourages citizens from asserting their rights, creating a chilling effect on free expression. This encounter exemplifies how power-tripping officers exploit minor infractions to assert dominance rather than uphold public safety. The couple's simple desire to return home is overshadowed by the officer's need to flex his authority. Such interactions not only erode trust in law enforcement, but also leave individuals feeling harassed rather than protected. By leveraging his badge to intimidate, Officer Davis risks alienating the community he is meant to serve. This stop, rooted in a minor headlight issue, becomes a stark example of how authority can be misused to instill fear and compliance. Like and subscribe for more police cam stories. Watch the next recommended video. Click to watch now.